realise is also 10% above or below is hotel checkout times. This isn't a joke, but it is. If it's 10 past 11, you're that's fine. That's fine free. Just a thought. Just everyone. I would say if you ever get fined for a hotel, work with that one. So you thought your teacher friend was here and she just fucked off? She left and you forgot. You love fucking hell. She's got enough love to go around. Look how many friends you got. She can hang out with comedians. We've got no friends. We've got one, and we're just the people who see it. It's like a weird little writing corner over there. It's like a library for introverts. It's terrifying. I don't do well with introverts. Right, we've got two. We've got the most vulnerable man in the world who's about to get into Lou's car coming up now. So this might be his last set ever. So I think because of that, he deserves a little bit of an extra round of applause. So give it all the love and support. This absolutely fabulous guy, Ryan. This is dying.
Big round of applause for Nat Schwartz, please. Absolute delight. Yes, I am getting in Lou's car after this gig and going home. The reason for the nervous laugh isn't because I'm worried about her driving. I've injured myself headbanging while cycling. I can't drive, 2 stones. Some of you saw me outside before doing it, and also I smell like Willie Nelson's pigtails. There's no evidence. But I was headbanging while cycling to avenge Sevenfold because I was a little fucking edgelord gobshite. And then I was cycling and having a great time, and then there was a buffet, and then there was a tree right there. And it was too quick for me to like brake or swerve, so I had one choice, and it was just move my face out the way and take it in the collarbone. It's fine. Derailed, wasn't expecting to tell you that. It's been a bit of a mad day, speaking of the mad ferret and making it mad again. I got here early because I've never been to Preston before and I really wanted to see what it's like. But I'm not going to bag on the place, I've had a nice time, it's been lovely. But the worst thing that happened to me was, I didn't know this place was notoriously windy. Is it notoriously windy or is it just a windy day? It's just the weather. The weather here is proper day and that. But I was outside earlier rolling a joint, and in the weather and everything, and like Bear Grylls made a shelter out of my backpack. Just as I finished it, I was so proud of myself. The wind went, "Don't do drugs, kids!" Left me looking like Pocahontas chasing me skins. Paint with all the colours of bitch, I'm trying! You know? Also, right, the problem with being stoned is it turns me into a sucker for adverts. So I was like stood at the train station, there was a poster for this burger. It was the poster was big, it was a big burger on a poster, and that made me happy. And I was like, I'm going to get that burger, and then I got on the train, and on the train here, I was like, as soon as I get off, I'm going to go to McDonald's, and I'm going to go and get the big arch, it's going to be massive, it's going to be great. And then I got off, and you guys know, there's a Mackey's right there, and in the 30 seconds it took me to look around Preston and see them golden arches, my brain went, no, Greggs! I don't know if that's like a damn indictment on the vibes of the city, or just the nonsense in my head. I think it's a little bit of both, and that's fine. That Greggs is weird. I found the Greggs, and then it was right in the middle of the high street, but it was right opposite the Pound Bakery. It's like the fucking Wild West. There were two identical, like 60-year-old women. Same bingo wings, same silk cut cigarette. The only difference between them was they had slightly different pinafores. Like one had the blue and orange of Greggs, and the other one had the black and orange of the Pound Bakery. Like a septuagenarian Ryu versus Ken. Just give each other the maluchai, And I kind of made me forget about the Mackey's thing, the Mackey's v Greggs, and I was focusing on the Pound Bakery v the Greggs, staring at them both, and then I saw a sign on the Pound Bakery that went, "Our sausage rolls are 10% longer than Greggs's," and I was like, fucking hell, what a low blow. But also, I am very cheap, and I forgot all about the Greggs, and then I said it out loud as well. I was like, 10% more meat in the sausage rolls, sold. And then I walked that way, and then 2 things happened, 3 things really. Firstly, the Greggs lady let out a blood-curdling scream and went, "That fucking poster!" And that was unexpected, but what was more unexpected was the Pound Bakery lady, still maintaining eye contact the whole time with the Greggs lady, put a silk-cut cigarette out, and then winked at her. And went, what a lovely city. I found out this is a city now. Upgraded from one-horse town to one-horse city, that's lovely. Yeah, my set, shit. David Coote's back in the news. Anyone know who David Coote is?
No.
No? Okay, let me tell you. David Coote is a former Premier League referee. And I say former because he turned up in a WhatsApp group chat video at 2 a.m. off his tits on cocaine, eyes bigger than your nana's finest China sauces. But he was having this weird interview with this kid, like a 20-year-old, and David Coote's like 46, clearly having afters, which is a bit of a weird vibe. And he's giving it the big one, like, I'm a Premier League referee, and I call the shots, and I'm David Coote, and that Jurgen Klopp, he's a cunt. Not just a cunt, a German cunt, but he said it without like a hard G in there as well. So like people got really upset. And then the Premier League didn't give a shit about the German cunt thing, but they did give a shit that he was on cocaine. They're like, you can't be doing that as a Premier League referee. Here's a P45. Which the gammon didn't get, it was for the cocaine. They thought it was for the German thing, so they got really upset. And I was like talking to my granddad about it. I was like, chill. He's going to turn up in 4 months' time, working in Saudi Arabia, doing the same job, getting paid 3 times as much. You know, he's going to be fine. And then he came out as gay, which no one was expecting. Maybe my gaydar's off, but I didn't see it coming. And I was like, sure, he can go to Saudi Arabia and they'll pay him, but they're going to pay him in stones and they're going to pay him real fucking quick. I felt bad because, like, in the first video, yeah, he's giving it the big, and he's like, I'm David Coote, Jurgen Klopp's a German cunt. But in there's a second video where he realises the gravity of the situation he's just caused, and he's like, please lads, please don't tell on me. If anyone figures out what we've said here in this group chat, I'll get fired. And that made me feel really bad for him because I've been there. Not there, but like, we've all done dumb shit, you know? Like, when I was 6, right, my cousins came round, and level is, the accent doesn't lie, I grew up kind of poor. And so when my cousins came round, it was like a whole ass day out for me. It was a glorious sunny, it was proper flying ant day as well for those who observed. And I was like, my cousins around, glorious sunny day. Like, I'm on the Robinson's special hours with the boys. I'm having a lovely time, but when you're drinking all that juice and you're running around, eventually you start needing a wee. And I needed a wee, so I went in and had a wee, and I came back out and I played. I drank more Robinson's special hours, and I went back in and weed, and I came out and I weed, and went back in and weed. And my mum, she finally had enough of me, and she was like, Ryan, if you come back in again, you're staying in, and you can't go back out and play with your cousins anymore. And I went, okay, I'm just not going to have a wee. It's going to be fine, I'll go and play. Bodies do these things, they don't, it's unexpected, and it's against your will sometimes, and just like you with the glorious laugh. By the way, your laugh, I love your laugh more than Bruce Boggs on its face, it's fucking beautiful. But eventually, my body was like, you need a wee, and I was like, I'll just piss myself, and then I was like, I can't piss myself, I'm wearing my Thomas the Tank Engine underpants, and I don't want to get you on Thomas. Here's what I'll do, I'll run round to the entry, rather damn an indictment of how old I am, this was before alligators were invented. I ran round to the back of the entry, and where we lived, it was like an entry that backed onto like a side street, so it was like three-way entry, and I went down to the secluded spot at the end and did my wee, and as I was coming back out, my body went, you need a poo, and I didn't go back to the secluded spot at the end. I just, in the middle of all 3 lines, no idea why, in the middle of this entry, just dropped my 6-year-old shorts and dropped my Thomas the Tank Engine underpants and started pooping right there and then. And I'm gonna level with you lovely people, when you're doing normal poo in an alleyway, this isn't anything to share. But something magical happened to me, and because as I'm pooping this poop, I felt it touch the floor while it was still inside me. Now, maybe 6-year-old shins just aren't that long, and this is nothing to write home about. But I was like, oh my god, I think I've grown a dirty tail. And I want to see how long I can make it. So instead of like trying to stand up or just carry on pooping, because if I poop where I was, it might snap, I started scooting forward. But it was just a poop, sadly. And I stood up and to admire it glistening in the flying ant day sun like a greased up diddy ass. And I was so proud that I shouted to my cousin, Andy! And he came running. And he wasn't impressed, he was like, oh, this is gross. And then I turned into David Coote in the second video, just like, please Andy, don't tell me. This has been absolutely delightful. My time is very nearly up, so I'm going to leave you with one very, very short thing, right? I'm married now, somehow. And my wife, I've got to tell you, my granddad's name is Bobby King, and as the literal grandson of a king, with a torso that looks like this, sorry. All brown and fairy and fluffy, kind of gross, the back's worse. But as the literal grandson of a king who looks like that, my wife, she calls me a Prince Harry. I'm so wholesome and cute. Here's the thing though, I'm a nasty little freak. And my wife is black. And much more importantly, an absolute princess with the strap. So I call her Meghan Markle. You learn so much about us on that one. Ladies and gents, I've been Ryan Woods. Thank you very much. This has been an absolute delight. Shorty!
This stage is as fun as it looks, so I recommend you all go on afterwards. Right, if you thought to yourself, go for it. If you thought to yourself, oh, do I have any more love in the tank? Can I give any more energy tonight? I'm just saving it up. I'm just saving up just that little morsel. Now is the time, right? Ready? All right. Okay, we're gonna introduce the reason this night exists. That's pretty cool. Well, you're over there, shapeshifter. I was like, where the fuck else he gone? Fucking hell. And I've been stood there the whole time. I thought he was just the next act. Right, are we ready for, we're going to call him a headliner for no reason other than the fact that he's last. Are you ready to welcome to the stage the maddest of all ferrets? Get it ready!
Today? Yeah, you've not had a nice day? Oh, I mean, I tell you what.